So this question arose: can things be done or not done? Well, seemingly or apparently, there's doing or non-doing happening. Driving a car, talking, walking, sleeping. But there is just no separated you as a doer, as a separated doer of the walking, the talking, the driving a car, the making a video. And at the same time, there may arise a sense or a belief or an idea or a claim or an assumption that there is a separated doer. But then again, that itself is also just innocently arising. There's no separated you who is the maker of those thoughts as a separated autonomous being the doer of thoughts, able to change them or to let them go. At the same time, again, trying to let go thoughts in a way of doing or non-doing is already just simply innocently what may seems to happen. The need, the belief, the feeling, the trying to control thoughts or the lack of that is just arising. And it may go, it may arise. The need to do any type of action or to perform any type of action or so-called doing is always instantaneously and spontaneously happening, so to say. Innocently, there's no such thing as a separated you outside this innocent stream of doing or non-doing as a you being the doer. But yeah, doing seems to be happening, not doing may seem to be happening, and there may be a sense of a you being the doer. There may be a belief of a you being the doer, or that belief may just simply not be there. But both those ideas or beliefs or sensation are just arising innocently. There's no you to do anything about it. But doing anything about it and trying to change it may happen. It's just simply how it seems to function. There's nothing more to it. So when there's just what's happening, what we try to point to is, there's just talking, eyes moving, watching, communicating, words are arising, a film is being made. There's no additional layer of a sense of doership or ownership of the doing. So there's not an additional sense that there's a you being the doer and there's no ownership taking for any action. It doesn't mean that there is no such thing as responsibility. It's the same with doing or non-doing. Responsibility, taking responsibility or the lack of taking responsibility happens innocently. There's no you as a separated being responsible for any action. At the same time, the idea that one is the body and that body is responsible for any action is equally just simply what is. So the identification with physical form and claiming the physical form to be you, and out of that flows the idea that there is a you being responsible for actions, is this already? or the lack of responsibility when it comes to identification with the body. And this identification with physical form is as innocent as the lack of that identification with physical form. So the belief, the claim, the sensation that there is a you who is the body, or that there's a you owning a body, or that there's a you separated from the body or in the body, existing in a certain area in the heart or in the head or whatever, it's just what's happening. There's no you apart from that idea, belief, conclusion, assumption, bringing about those types of identifications or the lack of those identifications. So it's not the doing by a you as something which is outside or beyond or separated from the totality of whatever seems to be happening. There's just the directness of what seems to be happening, which may include identification with physical form, certain feelings, certain emotions, certain ideas, certain preferences. It all just simply arises. There's no you outside or apart from all of it as a separated doer. So, are there choices? Yes, there are choices. There are choices to do certain things, to go to work or to not to go to work, or to sleep a little bit longer, but there's no separated choice maker outside of the equation, outside of the innocent dance of happenings, outside of the innocent stream of thoughts, beliefs painting a world, or language painting a world where there is a you and something else which can be done. Language by nature is always dualistic. Language or thoughts are always dividing that what is already not two. And the dividing itself again is already not two. There's no separated you doing the dividing. Dividing or the lack of dividing is already completeness, it's already wholeness, it's already just what is. There's no you apart from it as a separated center or doer of that again. It's just how it seems to function.